You can't really go wrong with a queen pick, I feel.
No, certainly not. I think Queen of Pain, Puck, like those 2 minutes, you're going to be seeing so much. Puck is banned, so instead we can.
First blood for Salamene.
Here, one of them's going to be uphill. Does manage to hit that one, still 10 HP. FN has a blink up in a second and will manage to get out. YapzOr unable to get that void off. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Kez is going to be gone on here. Body blocked by the Shattered Demon Illusions, brought back by the X, and Empire execute successfully hide his way into the trees. Kezu tried to do a little bit of neutraling there, but ends up getting interrupted. In fact, now he's going to be gone on. Soulcatcher, follow up into the X Torrent. They're going to be able to get a lot of right-click damage, not even needing the disruption, which they still had at hand. Roger is deep behind the tower and could be countered by TPs, but the first one in is Puppey. He immediately gets disrupted. YapzOr is going to wrap around from behind and manages to catch Roger, slowing him down, hopefully enough for his team. Yep, there goes the Gush, and mid one will gladly take the kill. Not like he was far enough already in 18. Now he gets an extra kill to it.
It's really cool the way that Secret played that because they
bottom.
Okay.
Nice setup by Resolution, but MP does manage to get into the trees, and now they're going to have to throw down the Chronosphere as well. That's 2 really big, long cooldown ultimates.
That happens, I would imagine that Secret keep applying this tower pressure because that's what Viper does best. He hits the tower, and you look at a Viper and you go, well, he's probably going to get this kill here on Kunkka.
Yeah, Roger, especially with the extra vision coming in from Puppey. They just need one more shot, and they get it. So that may have signaled that they do actually have that aggressive mid board. Meanwhile, top lane, Kezu being chased down. Resolution does have the beam coming up. They managed to get vision for a second. Kezu diving into the trees, but is now in open field. Will be caught. The final nuke does manage to.
Shroud, you're healing for just insane amounts. So I think there's a lot of synergy, more so with the new Necro than the old one.
And you've got the miss percentage as well. Roger is going to be gone on here. Void. Magic Missile should be a pretty easy cleanup kill for Team Secret. 3 to 5, 12 minutes in with a 3K goal.
The Rod of Atos, but
oh, I love that item.
Yeah,
love it.
It's fantastic.
Disruption, Soulcatcher, but the Tidehunter's here. They're going to try and burst down Puppey. They do have the Ravage available. Kezu's going to hold on to it, though. The FN blink out just in time. MP TP'd onto the Shrine, meanwhile, and is going to be able to find MidasHim, and that's guaranteed kill. Reaper's Sight is successful. Bring him down, so a little bit of extra depth time.
If we have super strong lanes, Empire are going to really struggle until they have all their ultimates. Going to see a big fight here, though.
Roger, trying to get up to his shrine, they're just going to leave him behind.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going to activate it. He knows it's a waste. He knows he's mega dead. You run into the
transitioning out of sitting there and just being this unkillable flying snake into killing towers. And when you're running around the map with your team, you're not hitting creeps. They're going to drop a chrono on mid. They're going to get this kill on Kezu as well, so that means no Ravage. He's up in about 30 seconds. Not sure if M's initiation I think you're ever going to get.
They're just going to go again. Apparently, Kezu's just not going to be able to get his Blink Dagger that he's so close to. I kind of want him to just go back to the Creep Wave and see if he can get it, but it's not going to happen. Soulcatcher and gets brought down. They are not going to want to give up this Tier 2 tower. I thought they might just go down mid and give up to Tier 2, but instead they're going to fight, and maybe Empire might not expect that. MidasHim is going to be set up here for the potential disruption, but they leave it. Eul Scepter's going to be able to save him. Ravage goes off the side, going to be able to cut down 2. Reaper's Scythe managed to catch the Queen of Pain before she managed to get out. They do manage to get the Shadow Demon with Queen of Pain at the end. 60 seconds on the clock for that Queen of Pain. So Secret do have an opportunity to maybe abuse that timing for an objective, but they also have to deal with Resolution, who's very rapidly turning into a farm losing. If you die, it's the Void there, right? So definitely one of those situations that there was an opportunity for high reward, but there was also a lot of high risk involved with him being positioned there. And, MidasHim actually aggressive force that from YapzOr, puts him in a bad place. The Reaper's Sight is not going to finish him off quite yet, but they do manage to get the right clicks in, but now they're fully committed. The Chronosphere onto 2. Kezu counters the Chronosphere with the jump in with his own Ravage. Does manage to get off the Sonic Wave, but it doesn't matter. There's too much sustain from Team Secret. Empire get back to their shrines, popping 2, but it's still not enough. They have to back away even further as the shrines can't heal them up enough. And Secret are able to beat now onto that melee Rax. Resolution's finally here, but it's a bit too late. The Rax is already gone, but MidasHim's back in it with the disruption. Lead on onto mid one, cost him his life again just to be able to get that out, but with the sustain offered by MP. Secret, they seem invincible. Empire just don't really have a good way to go on anybody now. They have no Chronosphere, no Sonic Wave. Straight into this smoke. What a terrible position. Secret, they take advantage of it. They need to be able to jump forward and slow down Resolution somehow. They throw out the Ravage. They say it's worth it just to be able to get this core, but he gets out the BKB, so the Reaper Sight's not going to be enough. Can he actually output the damage to kill anybody here? Not even close, and he doesn't have his ultimate either, so Reaper Sight is going to be coming in pretty soon for MP. That Assault Cuirass is also a huge upgrade. The Roger and Empire do manage to come forward here. They get the X onto the Viper. Is this really the hero they want to go on? Not really. They got a poke and a prod. They do manage to get the Chronosphere. They'll swap back down the clip, but they are going to be able to blow up at least one here. Now MP, the next target, does pop. A little bit ethereal to help him against this physical damage. Resolution puts forward. He's already on to half HP. It's getting a little dangerous. They need to try and finish up MP. The Reaper Sight goes down, but the BKB is still up, just barely. Resolution gets away, turns around, gets a little bit more damage out, and now it's just a full-on chase for Empire. Finally, they've won a team fight, and they need to catch as much as they possibly can to make this all worth it. Looks like Kezu is eventually going to go down here. There's no real escape for him, so they're going to be able to get 3 kills.
On top of that, so they have methods of saving, and it took a lot to take down MP. Even they're gonna catch F in here.
He does not have the silence though. Obviously, to throw the silence down to block the Lincolns. They are going to be able to get the swap back though, so maybe they can kill him. Mule Scepter and a blink, not forward to the other side. No, at least you can say
Actually better.
Yeah,
to be honest. Because, okay, you have an Aegis on Resolution. He can just go in, you know, YOLO, doesn't have to pop his BKB. And then,
Cheese as well.
Yeah, this is a, I would say
they don't get caught. Yapzor here does manage to stop Poshka. That's one. Ghost Stick. Looks like his Shadow Blade is going to be enough to get him away. Halberd and being able to disarm before BKB, especially since you know with a hero like Night Stalker, you can actually move pretty far forward and get that Halberd off.
Right.
It also helps remove Lincolns, which means he could get a silence onto the Queen of Pain easier.
Halberd's just a ridiculously efficient item in of itself. Like before, people didn't buy it because, like you said, it wouldn't linger.
Oh, a complete whiff from Ghost Stick. That is a game loser right there. The silent swap back. Ghost Stick's gonna die for his sins and pay the extra punishment of the Reaper Sight as well.
Because if you are sieging with Shadow Demon Illusions, those things are crazy tanky. Resolution's got Butterfly. Like, look at how long it takes. He just walks them into a full creep wave and 2 heroes, and they're still alive. Like,
yeah.
This is why the Void doesn't have to go in, because they can continually do this over and over and over again. And sure, they're not as good against towers as they used to be, but it still deals damage.
Funny how the creep wave, when looking at these tower defenses, normally they're helpful, but in these situations, it's almost bad.
It's really bad.
Just because the illusions sit on the low ground. Nice swap back into the Reaper's Sight. It's just going to be the Aegis, though. And Empire are all set up, ready to go with Chronosphere. BKB popped immediately. They're going to go for the Eclipse. They do manage to catch Viper with the Chronosphere. They're going to try and bring him down anyway with the bolt and the full combination of the Sonic Wave as well. They will manage to kill 1 core, but now they've caught Resolution underneath the tier 3. Kezu throws down the Ravage, only catches the 1 there, but it looks like they are going to be able to chase down a couple more heroes. Poshka, he's certainly dead, and looks like that will be all. The rest of Empire are able to get out. So that costs them an Aegis, plus the death on Resolute, damage and minus armor coming out from the Viper. Faces Void with the Diffuser Blades, some huge upgrades in damage. They are going to find a free pickoff here on Roger. But, and again, free pickoffs really aren't just trades, as he's going to run his illusions to the tier 3 at mid lane. Once he opens up that tier 3, it's really easy to cut down those barracks, so they can actually just trade. I think they could even go like 1 for 2 if his Secret don't actually back up.
The TP got canceled.
TP got canceled. Viper ends up getting caught in the Chronosphere. Ghostik is going to back out. They don't get a kill out of that one, but they do stop the TPs, and that means MP is completely undefended. Resolution just brought him down. It's actually going to be able to take a full lane of racks here. The TPs are slow to come through, and Resolution will take those 2 down.
He's going to make it out.
BKB TP out, and he's away. Just like that, MP bought back and everything, but he didn't even have the Reaper Sight up, even if he was there to stop that TP. What a huge...
Definitely say they are ahead.
They were in such a bad scenario in the first 10 minutes of the game, and they brought it back to their favor, and they're going to get a swap back. Maposhka, he's dead, and he doesn't have buyback. So Empire, once again, lose a support who doesn't have buyback. Fortunately for them, no this area, so it feels a whole lot better. Nighttime is gone as well. To go on the front lines, it's going to be able to get the Chronosphere onto 2. The CMP, they go for him first. Throw out the Sonic Wave. Unfortunately, Resolution got caught at the tail edge, but it doesn't look like it matters at all. The 2 in the Chronosphere both end up dead, and it looks like they're going to get Yapzor as well. That's going to be a gem drop, and Empire in full offense mode against 3 heroes with no buybacks.
Oh my god. Roshan's up, so I think they're going to go for the safe play. It makes sense, because they probably feel like they're ahead at this point. They're like, okay, our heroes are online, our Luna's gigantic, they don't have anything to deal with this. As long as the Chrono hits at least 1 hero, it's like, okay, yeah, if Puppey swaps, they're going to die, but Puppey still has a fair amount of items, you know? It's not like...
They're mid-racks right now, while the Illusions push in through bottom.
This is the absolute ideal situation for Empire.
Got everything going their way. Now can they just close that out? Here comes the BKB Chronosphere. They're going to be able to get the Viper, but there's a little bit of a Ravage there. Does manage to control some heroes, but not the BKB Resolution. That is the big threat. And that's why the Tidehunter almost dies to him, but fortunately the Swapback managed to save 1 core, and Tidehunter tanky enough to live through the other one, but the Raxes just cannot be saved, it looks like. The Glyph provides a momentary respite, but the Bouncing Glaze are going to rip them to shreds, as well as the heroes in the back lines. MP is still having problems with them, and Resolution goes straight for the throat. He wants to finish up this last mid lane of Rax to get the Megas down. They manage to get Kazu here into the Torrent. Resolution does just a little bit of damage to finish him off. He looks like he'll lose his life finally, but that's just the Aegis. They do manage to bring down the Void. Maybe with the supporting cast, can they bring down Resolution? They just can't quite catching up to him. Mapochka gets caught out. Mid-One managed to finish him off, but they really need this Resolution kill so badly. Torrent onto 2. Beautiful play there from the Kunkka that's going to slow down a lot of these heroes, but it's Resolution finally gets caught by the Gush, immediately reverses that slow with a Manta, and they give up on the chase. Yes, Secret held ever so barely with just a range Rax at 400 HP, but they didn't get anything big that changes the nature of the game for them.
And even with those 2 heroes dead on the side of Empire, there's no Roshan. And now they got to push the lanes out. That's really the problem. Like, they need to kill creeps. The Luna and the Illusions just kind of choking them out of the game. They're not able to find as many opportunities to take fights because they have to worry about, like, Mid-One bought a Maelstrom.
Oh, they need this kill. They need this kill so badly. Yapzor ran into an Invis FN and they got him. So they do have some vision here. Yapzor spots a couple of heroes here. Running forward with his Glimmer Cape, but they're going to pop the Ravage here. BKB goes off first, so Kazu is going to be the target of this Eclipse. Meanwhile, the Chronosphere does actually catch a couple of heroes. They manage to cut down the Shadow Demon. That's really worth it for the Chronosphere. He does manage to get off 1 Ravage, throws down the second one, controlling up Resolution beautifully. Can they bring him down, though? He's half HP. Pops the Manta, rips Kazu with Sundal. It looks like it doesn't even stand a chance. Secret just fall to all this physical damage that Resolution's putting out. He finally gets the kill off the Mid-One. As the Lightning bounces it around, they do manage to kill several of these heroes and maybe even catch FN. They're trying to chase him down. Now gets the Void. Oh no, the linkage, it wasn't up yet, but it looks like he's still managed to get himself away. The base is under siege from all these super creeps. Fortunately, the Range Rax is still alive at only 97 HP. Certainly adds a lot. Now you don't have to worry about MP getting bursted down. Oh, look at FN. So, yeah, he's going to go for it. And I don't think they're even going to be able to kill him. Swap back. That's gonna help. Oh, doesn't actually blink over the cliff there, so he's going to be stunned up. The Reaper Sight, they tear. Oh, yeah, they do bring him down. 120 seconds.
And that's typically what you see when you take, you know, a set of racks or 2. In this case, they've obviously fully raxed.
Straight for the tier 4. Jump in. Ravage managed to catch the support as well as Resolution here. Sets up for the second Ravage. Unable to get it off. His BKB goes down first. And that means with the controlling Chronosphere, they're going to be able to bring down both MP and Mid-One. Mid-One gets swapped out. More damage onto Ghost. He's surviving for a while, but eventually he does go down. Buyback. And let's see if he can boots a travel in onto Puppey. If they kill Puppey, he won't make it in, but they do manage to get it out. Mid-One fights up. Meanwhile, the Reaper Sight goes down on Resolution, but it's not enough. Mid-One, he needed to help out on that damage, but he's not able to get there in time, so Resolution gets back to the base. Now it's just Mid-One and his 2 supports pushing into the 3 of Empire, who are able to play it slowly and play with the regen that the Fountain offers. 1 tier 4 is about to drop. FN comes forward, just a little bit of poke here. Ghost it. No, he's actually gonna die. Okay, now it's a 3v2, but Resolution's also going for the throne. He's just going straight for it, and their Lincoln's there to be able to stop the stun. They don't have enough damage to be able to bring this down. Resolution's just going to end the game, and Team Secret can't stop it. Resolution does find a way to just end it outright, but